As songwriter and guitarist for Oasis, he's sold over 70 million records, scored 8 #1 singles and won 15 NME Awards. He's also the owner of the quickest wit in rock.
Do you want to carry a bag, Noel?
It's really hard to come up here and be humble, so I won't. You're all shit.
As he settles into a new phase of his career as a solo artist, we present the ultimate guide to Noel Gallagher, as told via the pages of NME. Noel Thomas David Gallagher was born on the 29th of May 1967 in Longsight, Manchester. He picked up his first guitar at the age of 13, inspired by the likes of The Who, T-Rex, The Beatles and The Stones. It was his younger brother Liam who started the band first. They were called The Rain, and Noel was 24 when he marched into one of their rehearsal sessions and told them, "Let me write your songs and I'll take you to superstardom." From the start, it was abundantly clear who was in charge.
Noel puts 18 hours a day into this band, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and I put 18 hours out. You don't roll over and let Noel, you know, it's not, I mean, that sounds like he's like fucking some kind of big bully and a big bad teacher. He's a joy to be around, you know what I mean? He's a top person to be in a band with.
I think a band needs kind of a director like that. Because otherwise stuff just takes too long and goes around the houses and you come back the way you were in the first place anyway.
Suddenly, from out of nowhere, the newest member of the band was writing some of the most anthemic songs anyone had heard in years.
I love Tom York, I love David Albarn, I think they're absolutely amazing, Kurt Cobain as well, but I don't think personally anyone's written songs as good as Live Forever, Cast a Shadow, Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, you know, you could go on for ages.
They just come to me. I don't know where from, and it follows no set pattern. You just got to kind of catch them out of the sky, and it's just what I do. And fucking brilliant.
Oasis released their debut single, Supersonic, in April 1994. In a live review published that month, NME declared them the best live band in the country. It was clear that a uniquely passionate connection was developing between Oasis and their fans. But it wasn't just the music that made the Oasis live experience thrilling. There was also a unique chemistry between the two Gallagher brothers. Sometimes it was funny, sometimes it boiled over into violence. It was always utterly fascinating to watch.
A sibling rivalry was great. We only had the Black Crows, the Robinson brothers really, and they weren't English, so these two guys at each other's throats, but producing very incendiary rock and roll was brilliant. But Noel was the kind of guy who got things done.
Oasis released their debut album, Definitely Maybe, in August 1994. NME awarded it 9 out of 10, concluding, "Few other debut albums are capable of scorching the soul with so many jaw-jarringly great pop moments." Definitely Maybe was a phenomenon, the fastest selling debut album of all time. More than that, it heralded a new dawn for British guitar music, lighting the touch paper for the Britpop revolution that would dominate the mid-90s. Oasis were now the biggest band in Britain. And as the money started rolling in and the drugs took hold, we started behaving accordingly.
You go to number 10 Downing Street and Tony Blair and Noel are talking, and they say, "Oh, it's going to be a long night," and Blair sort of winks at him and says, "Well, you'll be staying up like, but in a different way, you know, than I will." You know, you've got a bloke who's been so free with his admission of drug taking, even the Prime Minister, you know.
For all the success enjoyed by Definitely Maybe, things were about to get even bigger. Oasis released their second album in October 1995. What's the Story Morning Glory would go on to be the biggest selling album of the entire decade and the 4th best selling in British history. By the summer of 1996, Oasis were at the peak of their powers. Their crowning moment came with 2 gigs at Nebworth in front of a combined audience of 250,000 people.